Imagine, you're relaxing, having a normal day, and suddenly, a rock from outer space crashes through your roof and hits you. Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, right? But this is the real-life story of Ann Hodges, the only person in the world ever recorded to be hit by a meteorite. Ann Elizabeth Hodges was an ordinary housewife living in the small town of Sylacauga, Alabama in 1954. There was nothing remarkable about her life. She and her husband, Eugene, lived quietly, far from the noise of big cities. But fate had a different plan for Ann. On a seemingly ordinary day, something unimaginable happened. On November 30th, 1954, Ann was napping on her living room couch. Suddenly, a rock weighing 8.5 pounds crashed through her roof, bounced off a radio, and struck her on the hip. That rock, a meteorite that had just traveled millions of miles through space to meet Ann. Ann woke up in excruciating pain, with a massive bruise on her hip. Thankfully, she wasn't seriously injured, but soon the world would hear about her as the only known person ever to be struck by a meteorite. This event immediately caught the attention of the international media. Ann became an overnight celebrity, the only person ever recorded to be hit by a meteorite. But what happened next brought more problems than fame. The owner of the house Ann rented claimed that the meteorite was his because it had fallen on his property. A legal dispute ensued, and Ann had to fight for months to keep the rock that fell from the sky. In the end, the meteorite was awarded to Ann, but the emotional toll of the event was heavy. The sudden public attention made Ann uncomfortable. She never sought fame, and all the attention brought more stress than joy. Ann and her husband eventually sold the meteorite to the Alabama Museum of Natural History for far less money than they had hoped. Her life was never the same after the incident. The meteorite that struck Ann Hodges is now displayed in a museum, a reminder of this rare moment in cosmic history. Ann passed away in 1972, but her story lives on as the only person ever hit by a meteorite, a rare event that may never happen again. This incident reminds us of how vast the universe is and how small we are in it. Sometimes, something from far out there can change a person's life in an instant. If you're fascinated by rare stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more incredible tales from around the world.